Right, good morning. Great to have everyone here today to celebrate new beginnings for upwards to hopefully be around 27 newcomers, high school players. I'm really excited about this group of players that we're bringing in. Expected to be about 13 on defense and 14 on offense as of right now. But I would be remiss if I didn't. I just want to thank our staff just for their relentlessness, for all their work in helping put together a top-notch recruiting class, building the program the right way with amazing people. And this isn't, obviously, it goes without saying that this isn't the last month or so that they've been working tirelessly. It's really several years in the making. And I'd also like to thank all of our players. You don't attract the quality of the people that this class represents, both as people and players, without being a shining example of what we want in our locker room and how we do what we do. And I always believe in young men in our locker room having a multiplier effect. And so several of our players, obviously, throughout the year have given their own testimonials to these recruits and their families, or certainly have hosted the players along the way. And so the players that don't have a lot of time, they've given their time to continue to help us build the program the right way. And they value that. That's part of that OU DNA and the brotherhood that these guys are having an impact for years to come, even after they're long gone. So I would be, again, negligent if I didn't thank them and several of our current players' families as well. But really excited. We'll represent 15 different states as of right now with the high school kids, and the majority of those players, almost half the class coming from the state of Oklahoma and the state of Texas. And but really feel great about the lines of scrimmage. We have, when it's all said and done, with a few of the portal additions that we'll have, give or take 16 up to 16 offensive defensive linemen that will help us again reinforce the trenches where the game's won and lost. But I love the speed that we have in this class, and I love the physicality of this class, both sides of the ball. We got great physical size at receiver, and then we have guys that are lightning fast at both receiver, running back at the skill, tight end. Really an excellent group. You got two really good young quarterbacks, and Michael Hawkins and Brendan Zerberg from Ohio that bring a wealth of experience at the quarterback and the high school level. Incredibly talented guys. They got all the right stuff to them from a leadership, instincts, humility, toughness standpoint. Really love the defensive line. I know we've talked about that as being, again, something that everything starts up front, as the saying goes, and it couldn't be more appropriate here with our own David Stone here from the state of Oklahoma via IMG, and Nigel Smith, Danny Okoye, Jaden Jackson, and Wyatt Gilmore, and Danny being another in-state product and from Tulsa. Really excited about that group of guys up front, combined with the guys that we're going to have coming back, transitioning, going into the SEC. We've got length, size, power. It's still a developmental game, but these are guys that have a tremendous foundation, already, and they've again been well coached. That's going to help in their transition as well. James Nesta, multi-sport guy that's going to play baseball, pitcher. He throws over 90 miles an hour. Really appreciate the Coach Johnson and the baseball staff. They played a critical part in recruiting James as well, and giving him an opportunity to pursue both. But he's, he looks like Danny Stutzman, except he's, instead of 235, he's about 215 right now, and but he's got great length and just a great frame, and can run, and man, he'll smack you like a rattlesnake. Man, he is very explosive, natural, speedy contact hitter, great instincts, range. I think he can play all three linebacking positions. I love the secondary. You got a group of 7 in the back end that can has tremendous versatility, physical stature, great instincts, just good football players. Whether it's the top player out of Kansas and Michael Boganowski or Eli Bowen, who's one of the best football players in America. It'll be really cool to have him along with his brother here in the secondary. But I'll be honest, and I told Peyton this a year ago, if you don't come, I'm still recruiting your brother. And I told Eli, even if we don't get your brother, I'm still coming after you. So he's probably had as much ball disruption plays the last few years of any defensive back that I've seen. Just a great player. Jaden Hardy, he played everything, for his team there at the Lou in one of the best programs in the state of Texas. He can do it all, both sides of the ball. Just a very natural football player. His intelligence is beyond his years. Devon Jordan right here out of our own Tulsa Union. His instincts, his ball skills, the things that he can do, his speed. Just a big time player, and he's a big time human being as well. Just an amazing young man. Jeremiah Newcomb, y'all remember Bobby Newcomb for Nebraska at the quarterback position. Really cool to there was a tremendous mutual respect for Bobby Newcomb, back in the day, and to see him now as a head coach in this great state of Arizona, and his son being one of the star players on their team. Again, a really committed young man that is just a natural DB and a ball hawk. Glad his dad didn't let him play much quarterback, even though he did play a little bit for their high school team. But Jeremiah brings so much to the table, just a natural skill set that's going to transition really well. Another local product, Michael Patterson McDonald had a fantastic senior year. Really a disruptive safety that can do a lot with all the things that we like to do with our safeties. And then Reggie Powers comes from a great program there at Centerville High School. Is physically tough as a player that we signed in this class. Looking on again up front, offensive line, Josh Isosa from Edmond Santa Fe, one of the best linemen in the state. Just a fantastic player. He's got size, athletic ability, great agility. He's really worked hard at his game and his development. Isaiah Autry from Mississippi. He's got great length to him and tremendous athletic ability. Just finished up at both the Mississippi-Alabama All-Star game, and then went down and competed really well down at Frisco in the All-American game as well. Eugene Brooks from the state of California, just a real natural, powerful guard, just great girth and size, really nimble, and he's got a great story about just his development, and he's lost 50 pounds over the last couple of years, and he's still a mountain of a man to really create a lot of opportunity for himself. Got a great testimony. Daniel Akinkume from England, our first from overseas, and the physical traits that he brings to the table, just incredibly intelligent, well-spoken, sharp, focused, mature. Really expect Daniel to come in here and make this place better right away. And just got a great, again, testimony as well, and a light inside of him that's really infectious. And then our last commitment, Eddie Pierre-Louis from, again, another product of Tampa Catholic. Coach McIntyre and their staff just doing an amazing job down there. Teammate of Lewis Carter. And again, Eddie brings great natural size and power, great speed, sub 13 second, 100 meters for 320 pound. If you saw him in person right now, you'd think he looks like a 3-year NFL vet, defensive tackle. Just he's incredibly lean and loves to work out, and just a great student, really a smart young man as well, and a brother that plays for the Buffalo Bills and went to the state of Florida, and again did a wonderful job of putting this group of linemen together. We've got a great group of receivers that have the versatility of size, and Zion Kearney and Big Ivan from West Texas. These are guys that have speed and size, toughness that you want guys to play with. They have a physical maturity about them as well that's going to translate well. And then, our speed, at our other two spots in both Zion Raggins and KJ Daniels that are both sub 4.4, 100 meter, 4.440 guys, and fantastic, breakaway speed and explosiveness that's going to really, create, opportunity. Our Gatorade Player of the Year as well, and really excited, about Xavier, Robinson, and back-to-back state champions there at Carl Albert. Love the environment that he's coming from, a winning, tough-minded environment that is about accountability and discipline. They get the most out of their guys, and so these guys understand, they're coming from Carl Albert, the standards that are expected, day in and day out. I think our first commitment was a Newcomb, and again, our last commitment was Eddie Pierre Louise, and then one of our most important commitments was Devon Mitchell, and he's graduating from Los Alamitos High School via Allen High School there in Dallas. And again, he's got the size, the speed, the athletic ability, the versatility at that position that really is going to give us something that's unique in that tight end room, moving forward. Again, really excited about the group of guys, and we're certainly not finished, but that should be, we anticipate 27, 28 guys when it's all said and done. We'll see how that works out, and then upwards to 10, transfers. A year ago, I think we signed in January 42, 43 new scholarship players, and we'll be just south of that moving forward. I'd like to also, I know this is about, signing day, but it's also about, just, finishing up the Team 130 as we, finished up our last practice yesterday morning in preparation for the Alamo Bowl. Really excited about, where we're at in our preparation and what's ahead, the matchup against a really good Arizona team, Arizona team that went 9-3 again, and they lost 2 games in overtime, one on the road at Mississippi State, one in triple overtime to Southern Cal, and they lost by a touchdown that came down to the last drive of the game to a 13-0 Washington team. So we got a tremendous opportunity, tremendous respect for the University of Arizona. I think they only have 8 players that have ever played in a bowl game. All 8 of them are transfers. First bowl game for them in 6 years, so they're going to be incredibly excited to play. I think they've got one player, left tackle, that's opted out, and everybody else for them will show up down in San Antonio. We've got, obviously we were there just a couple of years ago, a great win against the University of Oregon with Coach Stoops at the helm, and so a lot of memories in that regard. We only have 10 scholarship players that were in that game, and so a lot has changed since that time. But again, really looking forward to the hospitality and everything that the Alamo Bowl, the Valero Alamo Bowl represents is first class. And so our guys are really excited. They're going to have a few days off, and we'll get back together on the evening of the 23rd and then head on down on the 24th. Moving forward, our players, I'd like to congratulate them. We had 79 players finish the semester, 3 straight semesters of academic excellence. We averaged 3.0 GPA as a football team, and we had 79 players that had a 3.0 GPA or better, and that you just don't luck up and have that happen. That's culture, that's recruitment, that's nurturing, that's standards, and then that's the effort by our academic support staff. What an amazing job, that they do. And sometimes they don't get our players until after practice or after a long day, and so the things that they're able to do to motivate and challenge them is pretty special, and I don't take that for granted, but that's what it looks like to me. Nothing is more important in our program than helping these young men as they navigate their athletic careers, and that's what gets a lot of the headlines. Nothing's going to create more opportunity for them than having their degree, and so that that's the the number one purpose in this program, and we're not going to lose our way as we chase excellence on the field as well. It's got to be represented off the field. So that's what it looks like, and I'm really excited to announce that to you all as well. So with that, I'm going to open it up for questions.